Right? Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. And shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on this house fire in West Jordan that resulted in 3 dead and 1 in critical condition. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says, neighbors report a mother and 2 children died Friday in a house fire in West Jordan. Another child was pulled from the home by a neighbor. West Jordan Police Sergeant Andrew Hercules said the initial call reporting the fire at 6340 West, 8270 South came in about 10:15 a.m. Emergency responders found 3 people dead inside the home, and 1 person in critical condition was found outside the home. Neighbor Robert Harlow recalled seeing black smoke across the street. He said, "It was bad. Once I turned the corner and didn't see any fire trucks there, I knew it was go time, and the adrenaline kicked in from that point." He said a neighbor pulled a little girl out of the house who had been stuck and couldn't get out because her eyes were burned closed. Harlow said he described the burn as the worst he's ever seen. He found a dog trapped behind a child gate in the stairs and carried it to safety. He said all I could hear was the roar of the fire. Harlow and other neighbors who helped were treated for smoke inhalation. He said you can't help but to think you could have done more. That's probably the hardest part right now, he said. Harlow said 2 families lived at the home. A couple who lived upstairs were both at work, but a family who lived in the basement area, a mother and 2 of her children, died, according to the neighbor. Police were patrolling the area overnight to protect the scene while they continued to investigate. The cause of the fire has not been disclosed. Hercules said the incident is being investigated by the West Jordan Fire and Police Department. He said that while the investigation is still in the early stage, the home where the deaths occurred will be treated as a crime scene until otherwise indicated. Further details regarding those who died or the person injured have not yet been released. And this was judgment of the Lord. Some heavy judgment of the Lord. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And that's what the Lord sent upon that home, was a flame of devouring fire that resulted in 3 dead and 1 critically injured. Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Yeah, so that fire resulted in the death of those 3 people, that woman and her 2 sons, I'm guessing. And this was the vengeance of the Lord. Psalm 7:11. Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. And that's right. Because the Lord brings these type of judgments upon those that he's angry with. Just devastating judgment. Psalms 9:16. The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higayon Selah. Yeah. So there is no getting around the fact that this fire and all these fires, storms, tempests, earthquakes, these are all the judgments of the Heavenly Father. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And that's what happened. In this judgment, the Lord killed 3 people and wounded 1 other person. And there was nothing that could have been done to save that woman and her 2 sons who died in that fire. Just like the guy in the article, he said, you get that feeling like you wish you could have did more. But there was nothing that he could have done. There was nothing that anybody could have done to save or to deliver that woman and her 2 sons out of the hand of the Lord. First Samuel 2:6. The Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. And with this judgment, the Lord did kill 3 people. And that's just how it played out. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And the answer is, no one has ever perished being innocent, nor were the righteous ever cut off. So that woman and her 2 kids who perished in that fire were not innocent in the eyes of the Lord. Because if they were, he would have protected them. He would have allowed them to make it out safely. But he didn't. Verse 8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And that's what's happening. That's where all of these heavy, deadly judgments come into play. These wicked people reaping what they've sown. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 2, a time to be born, and a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And for those 3 people, it was their time to die. And their death was via the fire of the Lord. Romans 2:11. For there is no respect of persons with Yahweh. And that's right. Men, women, children, elderly, anybody and everybody can get judged by the Lord if he wants to judge you. And there's nothing anybody can do to stop those judgments from happening. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit, just showcasing more of the righteous judgments of the Lord. So in closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. The Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, putting His Spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith, and shalom to the sincere believers. Hope you find this lesson edifying, and Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, shalom.